Can you see me? Hey guys, it's Danny. Ritvi asked me to make this video to just do like a little morning flow, and honestly I am so grateful for it because something I was just like reflecting on is how hard it is to just keep your individuality when you're working so much. Like for me, it's really hard, especially like when you're working every single day and you're not having days off, or even if you do have days off, finding time to separate yourself from work. It's so easy to analyze the people you work with, or just literally just get lost in the sauce. And it's fun and it's exciting, but it's also like, okay, we don't have school right now, or if you do, summer's a good time, at least for me, to kind of the goal for me in my summers is kind of to just refocus in what I want to do in my work. So that's not like, there's different types of work, but anyway, taking time to be intentional is something that I've really been struggling with, so I'm grateful that I have people who remind me to do that and take time for myself. So I don't really have a plan. I'm just gonna do something that would feel good. If you haven't been practicing for a while, or if you're just feeling like intimidated, or you just want something easy. Step one though, I play whatever feels good for you. So like right now I do have some frequencies on. I also like to flow to music. There's no wrong way to do it. And then two, you might be seeing some smoke in the corner. I lit an incense, and every incense should be lit with an intention. So if you need one, it can be to create space for yourself, to welcome you. I like doing it to like welcome myself back into space, especially after work. You can use it to cleanse, you can use it to do some self-love, or literally just say like, I am lighting this incense and I'm being intentional about lighting it. Something that I didn't really realize until after I started using it was it helps bring you further into the moment, because scent is a smell that's not often utilized, but because of the way it's processed, so like when you breathe in, the smell it goes up your nose and it hits the olfactory bulbs, which is kind of like a switch box, and it sends the signals in our brain. The first stop it hits is the hippocampus, and that's where memory is stored. So when you're smelling something, it's immediately being associated with your memory. So anyway, light a candle, light an incense. I just opened up my blinds to whatever you can do to just set the mood for like what you need. So if you need something slow in the morning, maybe it's turning on just a lamp or opening the blinds or whatever. But once you have all the things you need, maybe you have a blanket rolled up underneath your hips, so you're elevated. You can be on a yoga mat, whatever feels good. And just notice your breath where it's at. You don't have to slow it down yet. Just focus on hearing the inhale and the exhale. Take notice of all the different sounds happening around you. trees rustling in the wind. And start to deepen your inhales and elongate your exhales. Drawing air in through the nose and letting it go out through the mouth. Release your tongue from there for your mouth and let your jaw hang. Maybe rock side to side, whatever feels good. On your next inhale, take a deep breath in, elongating the spine, and drop your right ear to the right shoulder, and using your chin to trace your collarbone. Just practice doing a circle all the way around. And your next go around, match the inhale as you drop the chin. And exhale as you roll it back, keeping your shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, tuck the chin, exhale, round the back. Really let your shoulders hang here. Don't hike them up by your ears, but just let them hang heavy. Keeping nice posture in your spine. And on your next inhale, change the direction, exhaling and inhaling the opposite way. Inhale, tuck the chin. Exhale, round the neck, along the back. Back to center. Bring the palms to the chest and bring them up against your sternum. Taking a few big breaths, notice how it is now versus when you started. Notice that it's a beautiful day. And you have the capacity to make it as great as you'd like it to be. Although there's so much that we can't control, we can be intentional about how we react and how we choose to respond. And know that taking this time to be intentional at the start of your day will make all the difference in the world. From here, we'll make our way to tabletop position, rolling onto our knees. From here, we want our wrists underneath our shoulders, neutral spine. Just wag the tail, bringing your head and hips together. Right yawn. We'll do some cat and cow. From here, we'll inhale, taking your gaze up ahead, rounding the back. Exhale, tuck the chin, hollow out the stomach. Inhale, eyes up, shoulders down. Exhale, tuck the chin, round the back, hollow out the stomach. And flow through these at your own pace. Taking an audible breath may feel good. Oftentimes we move through these yoga poses and we think that achieving the next pose is the goal. Or reaching a new means in our flexibility so we can get that back bend. But honestly, the more I practice, the more I realize that I do this work so that when my patience is being tested with someone else, or something's not going my way, I've created the space and the flexibility through this movement to help me navigate what's going on in real life. So this is why we do the work. Take a few more rounds of cat and cow. Let it feel good. And whenever you're ready, meet back in a neutral spine, wag the tail a few bit more times. And lift up and put your weight on your knees and do some ankle rolls. Keeping your breath here, we're rotating and using our toes to draw a circle on the wall behind us. And then reversing the rotation. You may notice that moving in one direction is easier than the other. Just notice it. And whenever you're ready, tuck the toes underneath and press your hips up high and back for our first down dog. Here, you're gonna feel nice and rickety like I do. And just pedal out the knees so that your heels are lifted up against from the floor a little bit. You're just going back and forth, kind of waking up the body. Our downward dog is very important. This is a reset point, so it's important to have proper alignment. Here you're taking the shoulders down away from the ears and spreading the shoulder blades apart. Using both hands to grip the floor, you want to make sure you're using all 10 fingers. Making sure to have a flat back and actively pushing away from the floor with active legs. And just pause for a moment. From here, we'll slowly walk our feet up towards the hands and hang in ragdoll. You can let your hands hang to the floor. You can grab either elbow. I usually like to add a little swing. Say good morning, world. It's going to be a beautiful day. I'm choosing to be present now so I can be present later.
just hang. You'll notice as you deepen your breath, the lower you get in the stretch. Be here, just let gravity do its work. And take this moment to acknowledge that there are outside forces always acting upon us that we cannot control, but we can learn how to move with them. Whenever you're ready, inhale, bringing the hands to the floor for support. The flat back, gaze up. And exhale, let it all go. And slowly, using your front two fingers, draw a line up the legs. And slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. Slow yourself down as you roll up. And without moving or adjusting, notice how you feel. From here, we'll heel toe our feet together. Inhale the arms up ahead. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale. Bring them down to heart center. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Hang heavy here. Slowly walk your hands out until you're in a plank position. And lowering our knees to the ground, shift your weight slightly forward. You can't really see, but here. Lowering our knees to the ground. Shift your weight slightly forward, keeping the elbows in and lower for a modified chaturanga. Inhale. Press up so that your knees are lifted, your toes are pressing to the ground. And let that feel good in the lower back. And exhale, flipping onto the toes, hips high and back for down dog. So here, alignment check, shoulders away from the ears. Pedal the knees back and forth, flat back. Whenever you're ready, slowly walk the feet up towards the hands. And here you can take whatever modification necessary. You can have your hands on your thighs, on your shins, or if you're looking for the full expression, take your front two fingers and do a yogi toe lock. And exhale, pulling yourself down. Breathe here. If your mind has wandered, take this moment to welcome it back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the waist. Inhale, come up strong, core, strong legs. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bring the feet back together. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back to a high plank. If you're ready, you can take the full expression, keeping the shoulders, the wrists underneath the shoulders. Slightly shift your weight forward, keeping the elbows in. Lower, flip onto the top of the toes, pressing up through the hands for up dog. Inhale, flip over onto the top of the toes. And exhale, coming into that down dog. As you inhale, slowly walk the feet into the hands. And taking another forward fold. This time, go a little further than you did the last time. Maybe if your hands are on your thighs or on the shins, or if they're on the shins, go to the ankles. Or if you're looking for the full expression, take the palms underneath the bottom of the feet, as deep as you can go. And exhale, letting gravity do its work, surrendering to the process. Feeling the stretch in the lower back. Reminding yourself that this is good for you. Slowly let that go. Exhale, the hands to the waist. Inhale, rise. Arms up overhead, reaching up, 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 up. Exhaling the hands to heart center. From here, step the feet out about one leg's distance apart. Inhale, sending the arms out. Exhale, swan dive forward. For a wide leg forward fold, you can adjust as necessary. Here I like to just kind of take any movement back and forth. We're really just going at our own pace, waking ourselves up, preparing for whatever the day has. And here you can grab any part of the legs accessible to you. Maybe grab the outside of your feet and just pull yourself down. Whenever you feel ready, take the right hand in line with your nose and open yourself up to the side of the room, really creating space, opening up the chest, and bring your gaze up to the left hand. As a challenge for your balance, just open up the shoulders and get into the hamstrings and hips. Exhale, replace your left with the right, I think that's right, and open up, bringing your gaze up to the ceiling. And now you can move through this, matching your inhales and your exhales. Really consciously pushing away from the floor, reaching up towards the sky. It's a simple movement, yet you should feel some tension. From here, exhale the hands to the waist. Inhale, rise. Exhale, drop the hands to reset. Our next inhale, take the hands round the back. Clasp them together so that the shoulder blades are popping as much as you can. In our wide leg forward fold, you can send your toes out so that they're a little bit at an angle. With an inhale, we're going to lead with our head. Exhaling all the air out and allowing our arms to come back up. Really allowing gravity to do its work. It's common to feel a lot of tension here, but just know that releasing it yourself will prevent it from being released for you. We often carry a lot of tension in our shoulders, so it's no surprise that this is uncomfortable. But we'll sit in it together for 3 more breaths. Make this your best breath. Slowly bring yourself up. And exhale, let it all go. Heel toe the feet in slightly, so that your feet are about a little bit wider than hips distance. Inhale the arms up overhead. And slowly lower down into Malasana squat, taking the knees out wide. Allowing the elbows to help pushing the knees out. Breathe in. And now we're going to stay here for 3 breaths together. Slowly bring your hands back to the earth. Heel toe the feet together. And hang for a minute. Telling yourself, good job. That wasn't easy, but it was so worthwhile. We'll do one last sun salutation to really welcome in the day and solidify the practice. Feet hips width distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, let it all go. Inhale, rise, reaching up as the highest you have today. Exhale, bringing the hands through heart center. Inhale one more time. Exhale, bringing the hands up the head and trigger fingers and slowly tracing the line down. Don't give up. Bring your hands down. Step it back. Wrists underneath the shoulders. Slightly shift that weight forward. Inhale. Lower. Flip onto the toes. Come up for up dog. Notice how much easier everything is now compared to when you started. That doesn't mean you don't feel tension, but it's better. And slowly press the hips high and back for down dog. Take the right knee in and come down onto your seat. Bringing the hands to heart center. Bow your head. It's so easy to think that all the big decisions are what define us. And while they do get a lot of our attention, I think what truly makes us up is the small little moments in between. No paddle, no surf. If you don't go out, waiting around, looking for that wave, trying to catch it, missing it, nose diving, whatever, you would never catch the wave. Take a deep breath in and a slow exhale out. Slow inhale. Slow exhale. One more slow inhale. Slow exhale. Observe the quiet space between your thoughts. In this moment, you have won. And there is nothing stopping you from continuing to win the rest of the day with this energy and motion. After all, coming back to the forces, an object in motion stays in motion unless an outside force acts upon it. So stay in motion. Repeat after me. I am focused. I am capable. I am kind. Bring the palms to the forehead for clarity, palms to the mouth for speech, and palms to the heart for light. Together we bow our heads and say, Namaste. The light in me honors and sees the light in you. Take all this positive love that we just created together and be a badass. Bye.